You, you did everything right. You had the surgery. You followed every protocol. You showed up to every single follow-up visit. You hit the number on the scale. And now you're standing in a fitting room that 3 years ago you couldn't even shop in. And you're crying. Not happy tears, confused ones. Or maybe you lost 80 pounds on a medication everyone keeps calling a miracle and you feel like a stranger in your own skin. Here's what nobody told you. The surgery and the meds worked. The weight's gone, but you still haven't met yourself yet. That confusion, that gap between the body you're living in and the woman you thought you'd become, it has a name. It's called the after identity gap. It's the most common, most undiscussed psychological experience in women's health today. And it's not an ingratitude. It's not a character flaw. It's what happens when your body changes faster than your identity can follow. The surgery, the meds, removed the weight, but it didn't remove the architecture you built around the experience of living in that body for 20, 30, 40 years. That architecture is still running, and until you update it, you'll feel exactly the way that you feel right now. I'm Dr. Victoria Panna, licensed professional counselor, clinical sexologist, and sexual confidence and relationship coach. Professionally, most know me as Sex Dr. V. My doctoral research at Widener University studied over 800 post-bariatric women. I founded Sex and Intimacy After Weight Loss Surgery, a Facebook community of nearly 15,000 people, 89% women, who have been having this conversation in real time for 6 years. And I've spent 16 years in a therapy room with women who are living exactly where you're at right now. The woman who can't let anyone touch her in her new body. The woman whose marriage didn't survive the 100 pounds she lost. The woman who hit her goal weight and cried in her car for an hour because she didn't even recognize herself. These women aren't failing. They're in a gap. And there's a way through it. Skin Deep, Identity, Intimacy, and the Body You Didn't Know You'd Have to Meet is the book I wrote for every single one of them and for you too. This is not a weight loss guide. This isn't a body positivity book. This is the clinical roadmap for the identity crisis that follows significant weight loss, the one nobody prepares you for. Inside, you'll find the complete after identity gap framework, all 8 dimensions of the disconnection you're experiencing, with clinical tools for each one. You'll have the language to name what you've been trying to explain to people who keep telling you that you should just be happy. You'll have the sexual reclamation roadmap because nobody talks about sex, and goodness knows I will. You'll have the grief permission framework because you're allowed to mourn something even when the world is calling it a miracle. Every chapter ends with a crown moment, a single specific action you can take to start closing the gap today. Over 800 women told me the same thing in different words. Nobody told me about this. This is the this that nobody told you about. You did the hard thing. You showed up for the surgery, for the process, for all of it. You changed the outside. Now let's talk about the inside. You deserve a body that feels like yours, a self that matches the skin you're in, and a book that takes your experience as seriously as the surgery that preceded it. Skin Deep, because the world doesn't end at the scale. I'll see you inside, Queens.